Welcome back to another M1 Finance portfolio review. This portfolio consists of 100% dividend paying stocks. I want to thank you guys for coming along and hanging out with me and following along the journey of this investment portfolio. The goal is to grow this portfolio to generate enough passive income in the form of dividends paid out on a monthly basis to cover my living expenses 100%. And many people following this channel would likely have very similar goals: to earn enough passive income so that you could let go of your 9-to-5 job if you decided to. Some people don't necessarily like their job, others do. But whether that's the case or not, having an additional stream of passive income that was equal to your living expenses would certainly reduce your financial burdens quite a bit. And I'm pretty sure most people would be able to sleep very well at night having that passive income hitting your bank account like clockwork every single month, paying all your bills. Anyway, so here we are sitting at $32,473. We've had a couple of down days in the market, and psychologically, it really hasn't bothered me too badly, given my strategy, which is buying great companies at discounted prices. So every red day I see, it's more or less like, okay, things are on sale, great companies are on sale, and we're taking advantage. So right now, like I said, we're sitting at $32,473. The buying power or amount of money that I have just sitting in cash right now is a little over $1,500. If you guys are following the channel, you guys would know that I recently added a new ETF. It's a dividend paying ETF. It's the Schwab SCHD Dividend ETF. And I purchased just under $200 worth. But what I want to do in this video is I want to transfer or move this Schwab ETF into one of these other pies here. And actually, I want to move it into this dividend ETF pie. I would also like to move this SPHD dividend paying ETF into my dividend ETF pie. But the question is how without triggering a taxable event. Also, later in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about LCID or LUCID electric vehicles. We're going to discuss the LUCID Group, ticker symbol LCID. LUCID Group is an automotive company that's focused on design, developing, manufacturing, and selling electric vehicles, EVs, EV powertrains, battery systems, etc. And it's had a bit of a fall over the last 12 or 8 to 12 months. Tesla, on the other hand, is also down. I don't think it's quite as down, I don't believe that Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA on NASDAQ, has taken as much of a fall percentage-wise as Lucid has, but we'll go into that in a little bit. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, for this video, we're just going to test this out. I'm going to attempt to transfer these ETF, this Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, from being outside of a pie. I want to transfer it, I want to roll it into a pie. That way I can better manage my ETFs, because there's a handful of dividend paying ETFs that I do want to kind of add, and I want to have it under the umbrella of my existing pies. So what I'm going to do here, and I forget the other YouTuber's name. I watched someone else's video on how to do this, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch in an amount to sell. So I'm going to click sell first, and I'm going to type in $192.34. All right, now if I do this correctly, technically I'm going to hit continue. So we're going to sell these, which I just bought not too long ago. Confirm sell. See, confirm sell. Cool. So order has been submitted. I'm going to click done. Now, all right, so now I'm going to move. Now I'm going to go to the pie that I want to add the SCHD ETF into. So I'm going to go into the dividend ETF folder. All right, so it's added to the portfolio. All right, so it's added to the pie. So now I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to buy it the exact same amount that I sold. I'm going to click continue. Confirm the buy. And remember, M1 Finance only has like 2 windows of trade executions. It's like 9:30 in the morning and I think maybe around 3 o'clock, 3:30 p.m. But that is only if you have the M1 Plus membership with M1 Finance, which I don't have. I only have the standard membership. So I'm just going to confirm buy. And the order has been submitted. Done. So tomorrow I will come back in here and validate that essentially M1 Finance, according to the tutorial video I watched, it should literally ultimately not really even sell SCHD. It should literally just move SCHD, the ETF, into the dividend ETF portfolio, or PI. Now, the reason why I did that is because I did not want to create a taxable event. A taxable event is basically, selling your stocks, or you're selling your ETF, and I didn't want to do that. So this should hopefully essentially cancel each other out, meaning like the reason why the reason why I sold and then purchased back the exact same figures down to the penny is that M1 Finance should technically see the 2 transactions as literally canceling each other out, and then it just moves the ETF, the SCHD ETF, into the dividend ETF folder. Now, the reason I didn't select or type in to sell the whole amount, the $197.34, is because this won't execute until tomorrow morning, and I don't know what price this will be. So I'm pretty confident that if I sell it for a little bit less, or list it for a little bit less than this current value, that the trade should execute. We'll see in the morning. This is literally a test. I've never done this before. We'll see what happens. I'll give you guys another update on that tomorrow and see how well or poorly it worked. Anyway, so that's that. LUCID, ticker symbol LCID. I've been looking at this one, and the reason why is because obviously we're moving toward quote unquote clean energy, moving toward green energy, and we're seeing more and more electric vehicles hitting the roads. We're seeing more and more auto manufacturers developing electric vehicles, or at least hybrid electric vehicles, into their fleets. So it's very clear that that is the direction that automobiles and automotive industries are going. They're going in the direction of electric. And I was at Walmart, I was at Target, and more and more places I'm seeing these electrical charging stations popping up. So anyway, it's very obvious that we're going the direction of electric vehicles. LUCID is down tremendously compared to, say, November of 2021 to today. So November 2021, LUCID was at $51. Today they're at $19.30. Now, this is largely for the fact that there was a particular vehicle, and I forget the name of it. They were expecting to have produced something like, I don't know, like 500 different models, 500 total models of the particular vehicle to be able to sell. And unfortunately, they only produced like 125. So basically, there was a drastically underperformed. There was a drastic under delivery in terms of the quantity of this particular vehicle that would ultimately have been hitting the markets. So production was down, and that is a big part of why this particular stock is down. There's some other factors, but that's probably one of the bigger ones. Now, we have Tesla, on the other hand, ticker symbol TSLA. And if we go back to, say, November-ish, let's see, this is a high here. So this is November 2021. It was $1,222. Today, it's $704 roughly. So the question is, both of these stocks are down tremendously. Which has the greater upside potential? So I'm going to start doing a little bit more research on these two. Just drop your comments down below. Let me know which one you guys think has the better upside potential. I also believe personally that Tesla took a bit of a hit with Elon Musk putting in an offer to potentially purchase Twitter, and then that deal going sour very quickly, many people were concerned that, okay, well, where's Elon Musk going to come up with his money to potentially purchase Twitter with? Is he going to sell Tesla stocks in order to get it? And the answer could have been yes. And if the deal did or does go through, and it still could go through because technically Twitter is suing Elon Musk as a result of backing out of the deal. If Elon Musk moved forward with attempting to purchase Twitter, if he pulls cash out of Tesla by selling Tesla stocks, that's going to be a lot of stocks hitting the market, and that would drive the stock down pretty aggressively. Not really sure how many shares of Tesla stock Elon Musk would have to part with in order to come up with enough funds to make the purchase of Twitter if he does decide to go through with it. But, whether he does, whether he doesn't, that remains to be seen. Even if he had to pay a fine, he might have to pay $1 billion fine. Where's he going to get that money from? He might need to sell some Tesla stocks, Tesla shares in order to make that happen. If $1 billion worth of Tesla stocks suddenly just hit the market, that could add a little bit more downward pressure on the stock price. So we'll keep monitoring that one. So, it's not quite clear just yet who is the better deal, which company has the better upside, whether it's Tesla or Lucid. But anyway, I look forward to reading you guys' comments. You guys let me know what you're thinking down below. We'll keep monitoring the situation. Anyway, that was the M1 Finance Dividend Portfolio update for the day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far in the video, drop a like for the video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.